Former Browns OT Jedrick Wills actively meeting with teams for next NFL contract. The 26-year-old offensive tackle is looking to play football once again after rehabbing through his expiring contract with Cleveland, October 13, 2024. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA. Cleveland Browns offensive tackle Jedrick Wills Jr., 71, against the Philadelphia Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field. Mandatory credit. Eric Hartline images. The Cleveland Browns have long been plagued by bad luck at offensive tackle, whether from injuries or a lack of talent. The lone exception was Browns legend Joe Thomas, but it's been 8 years since he last suited up for the orange and brown. Since then, Cleveland's tackle play has ranked among the league's worst. In recent years, the Browns have made it clear that their tackles are among the most important players on the roster, so much so that they selected Alabama tackle Jedrick Wills with their first-round pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. Wills, now 26, last played for the Browns in 2024 before being benched. After rehabbing from an MCL sprain suffered in 2023, his performance declined enough that Cleveland let his contract expire following his fifth-year option. Jedrick Wills is reportedly visiting NFL teams, including the Patriots and Lions, in search of his next home, according to NFL insider Jordan Schultz. Wills' success with Cleveland. Jedrick Wills was the second offensive tackle selected in the 2020 NFL Draft, behind the Giants' Andrew Thomas and ahead of Super Bowl champion Mekhi Becton and Tristan Wirfs. Wills was a key part of Cleveland's playoff runs in 2020 and 2023, before a knee injury landed him on injured reserve for the season's remainder. Much of his early success stemmed from elite blindside pass blocking and renowned O-line coach Bill Callahan. One of Wills' biggest strengths was his pass blocking over the first 3 seasons, with a 96.6% efficiency that anchored Cleveland's offense. For a big tackle, his impressive athleticism and footwork made him an intriguing draft pick for the Browns. Wills' struggles in Cleveland. His sustained efficiency was overshadowed by constant penalty issues, committing 25 over his first 3 seasons. The closest number for a tackle from his draft class was Andrew Thomas, with 10 during that same span. His persistent penalties stalled offensive drives, noticeable at such a high number. Wills' best season came in 2021 with a 66.1 PFF grade. Instead of building on his second year, the next few saw a steady decline, even in his fully healthy 2022, before his knee injury the next year. In 2024, Wills' PFF grade dropped to 51.6. Despite his college athleticism, he struggled against pass rushers' inside moves and blitz recognition, often giving up mid-play. One of Wills' most glaring weaknesses was run blocking, mainly due to constant overextension and inconsistent technique. Even with a running back like Nick Chubb, the need for an upgrade was apparent once his 5th-year option expired. The Browns let the young tackle rehab from his injury while seeking opportunities elsewhere, leading Wills to take all of 2025 off to get his body back up to speed. As of now, Wills appears ready for an NFL return, with teams showing enough interest to host him for visits. He could soon join a squad needing a starting tackle or offensive line depth. In professional football, careers are rarely straight lines. They are winding roads filled with moments of triumph, setbacks, resilience, and opportunity. For Jedrick Wills, that journey has reached another important chapter as he searches for a new home in the NFL. Once a promising young tackle drafted in the first round by the Cleveland Browns, Wills entered the league with high expectations. Selected 10th overall in the 2020 NFL Draft, he was expected to become a cornerstone of Cleveland's offensive line for years to come. Early in his career, his athleticism and power made him an exciting prospect. Coaches believed he had the potential to protect quarterbacks and open running lanes for the Browns' offense. However, the path of an NFL player is often shaped by challenges that test both physical strength and mental determination. Over the years, injuries began to slow Wills' progress. A knee injury that lingered through the 2024 season forced him to step away from the game for a while. Instead of rushing back, he made the difficult decision to sit out the entire 2025 season to fully recover and regain his strength. For many athletes, time away from the field can feel like standing on the sidelines of their own dreams. Yet for Wills, the break became a period of rebuilding, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Rehabilitation sessions replaced game day excitement. Training rooms replaced roaring stadiums. Still, the goal remained the same: return stronger than ever. Now, that comeback is taking shape. Reports indicate that Wills has begun visiting several NFL teams as he looks to secure his next contract. Among the organizations showing interest are the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions, both of which are exploring ways to strengthen their offensive lines ahead of the upcoming season. These meetings are more than simple job interviews. They are opportunities for Wills to demonstrate that he still belongs among the league's elite athletes. Teams evaluate his health, his experience, and his potential to contribute to their roster. For Wills, every conversation is another step toward proving that his story in professional football is far from finished. The timing is important as well. With the National Football League preparing for the new league year and free agency period, teams are actively searching for players who can fill key roles. Offensive tackles remain one of the most valuable positions in football, responsible for protecting the quarterback from relentless defensive pressure. A reliable tackle can mean the difference between a successful offense and one constantly struggling to survive. For the Patriots and Lions, bringing in a player like Wills could be a strategic move. Despite the injuries, he still carries the pedigree of a top draft pick and years of experience against some of the league's toughest defenders. Many analysts believe that if healthy, he still has the ability to contribute at a high level. But beyond statistics and roster decisions lies a deeper narrative: the human side of sports. Every athlete faces moments when their career hangs in the balance. Injuries, team changes, and competition can reshape a player's future overnight. What separates those who fade away from those who return stronger is often resilience. Wills appears determined to fall into the second category. At only 26 years old, he still has time to reshape his career. Some of the greatest NFL comeback stories began in similar situations: players overlooked, doubted, or recovering from injury, only to return and prove their value once again. For Wills, the next contract may not simply be about money or a roster spot. It represents a second chance, a chance to rewrite the narrative of his career. Imagine the moment when he steps back onto the field wearing a new uniform. The stadium lights shine down. The crowd roars. The ball is snapped, and once again, he stands on the line of scrimmage, facing a defensive pass rusher charging toward the